guys, and welcome back to another candle review. This one is for the Bath & Body Works 3-wick candle in Peach Bellini. There have been many different packagings for this one. This one's from last spring. It's got these beautiful painted roses all over it. There's a whole collection that had painted flowers on labels. They're great. I have a bunch of them. Not all of them, but I do have a lot of them. But yeah, this one's made with essential oils. I'm not sure if that's true of all the Peach Bellini ones, but this one it is. It's just got a plain black lid for this one. So, we've got 3 wicks, obviously, and they are just the normal flat wicks in there. Fairly evenly spaced. They're a little closer to this edge than that one, but I don't think it'll have a problem pulling out, hopefully anyway. Let's see here. This top edge is slightly rough though, which makes me nervous that maybe it wasn't cut quite correctly, so hopefully that won't lead to problems. But yeah, so the fragrance notes are succulent white peach, sparkling prosecco, and sweet orange with essential oils. So I definitely get the peach, like, more than anything, which is good. I even feel like I get the orange in there. The prosecco kind of gets lost. It's barely there, but it's mostly peach and orange you get from this. So, let's see here. They're lead-free wicks, which is always good. It's a soy blend wax. The burn time is approximately 25 to 45 hours. Retail price on this was $24.50. I got it on one of the sale days. I didn't pay that much. Let's see. We have the amount. 14.5 ounces, which Bath & Body Works 3 wickers, that's the standard. They do have the lower ones that are fatter. I'm not sure if there's a different amount in those. I personally don't want to find out since they take longer to pull out, and that just sounds like a pain in the butt I'd rather not deal with, so I just get these. But yeah, it smells really good. This is one of my favorite scents that they do, actually, at least in the candles. The soaps, not so much. It seems like the prosecco kind of takes over some and makes it a little wonky. But in the candle, it's good. So, we're gonna go light it up, see how it burns, and I will report back. Okay, so this actually burns a lot better than I was expecting it to. Usually the ones with essential oils take way the heck longer to pool out, and they burn slower, the flames don't seem to be as good. That is not the case on this one. Within an hour and a half, it was nearly all the way pooled out. Within 2 hours, which is about where we're at right now, 100% pooling, which is always very, very nice. The wicks, I mean, they all seem to be slightly curved, all in a circle around the top, so I mean, we're getting a nice even burn, which is good. Decent flames, decent everything. No real mushroom topping on the wicks, so I mean, everything's pretty good. All things considered, I really like this one so far. Okay, so I'm back with some post-burn thoughts on this guy. One of the very first things I noticed right off the bat, within 10 minutes of lighting it, is how fragrant this one is. And it doesn't really change cold to lit. It stays pretty much consistent from how it smells on cold. Even after having burnt it, there's no smoky residue type smell in there, which is lovely. It doesn't even look discolored, which, again, wonderful, because so many of them do that. But literally, within 10 minutes, I was already smelling it from a good distance away. I was like, really? That fast, huh? I am very, very intrigued and impressed. I almost said improved. I can talk. But yeah, that's always a really good thing. And even when it was fully pulled out and everything, it threw really well, but not to a point where it's overwhelming. Which, it's a fine line you straddle with candles, to be strong enough to fill a large room, but to not be headachy, to not be overwhelming, to not overdo it. This hits the Goldilocks zone perfectly, I think. And the linger actually stays a good deal afterwards, too. And I noticed it didn't have a ton of smoke afterwards or anything, which, again, great. Obviously, there's always going to be some. but I noticed it was a lot less than usual. So again, really nice. I'm so impressed. Whatever they did with this one, I hope they keep doing it with their candles more and more. I think this may be one of the most recent batch ones I own, so hopefully they continued doing whatever they did here. But anywho, I really, really like this one. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this one that perfect 5 out of 5 rating. Had no problems pulling out. I didn't have to tinfoil it or anything. It just did its thing and was wonderful. It doesn't seem like it's burning too fast. It's burning more like a typical run-of-the-mill Bath & Body Works candle, which again, for the ones with essential oils, that actually kind of surprised me because usually they take so much longer to burn, which I mean is both a blessing and a curse at the same time. But I think this one just on everything hits the Goldilocks zone, sweet spot of just perfection. And it's such a juicy, legitimate peachy smell. It doesn't smell artificial to me, it just smells good. It's such a juicy peach and orange smell in there. Again, only a little bit get the Prosecco, but that's okay, because I think if it were any heavier, it would make it smell wonky, because again, I've had this in the soap, and the ratios are different in that, and I was not as wild about the soap. But as a candle, this is heavenly. So I would highly recommend it if you see them sell it again. I know they bring this one back over and over and over again, just this one was the prettiest, so I had to have it, and the art nerd in me was like, yes, get the painted looking one. So I did. But yeah, I am very pleased with this purchase and could not recommend it highly enough to you guys. Especially if you love peach things like I do. If you don't love peach, you probably won't like this one, but you never know, you might. You might. So, that is all I have to say for this one. So as usual, you guys know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Do you guys have this one? In this version? In a different version? Let me know what you think of it. Did you love it, hate it, meh about it, something else about it? Did you have problems with it? Did you find it was flawless like mine was? Anything at all, leave it down below, as well as anything else you feel like leaving me. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook fan page, my Etsy, everything, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. So anyway, guys, until next time, bye-bye.